Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Recently put a video out and put it out there that if you guys had any questions or were looking for a specific video for tips on carving, and someone was kind of looking for a video with a little more in depth on how I do the fur. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. This is the video for you. Hey, I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Sitting out here next to a few carvings I've got going. This guy here is done, and the ones up in the back are done with the chainsaw work. But I've got two here behind me that don't have any fur yet. So my plan is to set the camera up close and let you guys just see how that's done. Now, if you're going to be practicing this and you're practicing carving, make sure safety first. You got something covering your eyes, your nose, your ears, gloves, steel toe boots, chaps, all that safety stuff. When doing the fur, you can deal with kickback. If you're running the saw really slow, it's got more of a chance for them teeth to grab and throw the saw back at you. So make sure you're being careful there. If you're not, comfortable with some of this stuff, then don't do it. It's that simple, just don't do it. Let's see here. So when you bring the saw in to do these, you'll be using it at an angle. You know what? Let's just set the camera up and I'll show you what I mean. All right, everyone. So if you haven't already, this is a perfect time to hit subscribe. I got a lot of carving videos on here. I plan to do more. I'm hoping to get some new tools we'll do some reviews on as well. But be sure to hit subscribe. I'm really looking for that kind of support from you guys, and it's really appreciated. Also, at the end of this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and check out some other videos that'll be popping up. Thanks again, and let's get working on these bears. So I plan to show you guys this process on two little bears. This is going to be the first one. The saw I prefer to use for doing the fur and these details is my MS-170 with a dime tip bar. This has got the steel dime tip bar on it. My other saw has a Canon dime tip bar. Now, when we get going here on this and your saw is running, you're going to end up using the side of the bar. So you're holding your saw kind of sideways like this. A little bit at it, not sideways, but kind of at an angle. Let's see if we can get a good shot. So when you're coming in, you're tilted, and you're just using the outer side of the tooth, which will give like this angled cut for the fur. And as you come around, you'll keep that same angle and work your way around. Now, this guy's got a knot here. You might come into a carving with a knot as well. You need to be really careful, because when you hit these knots, the teeth grab even more, and that's going to throw the saw back at you. So you need to be prepared for that. This is definitely not the time to let up on the gas. You let up on the gas, that means the chain slows down and it starts to grab even more, and it's going to run right up the carving toward your face. So keep the throttle going and have a good grip, and just be paying attention. Go slow and take your time. The good news is this is a great forearm workout. I mean, like, you'll feel like Popeye when you're done. Your forearms are going to be burning if you haven't done this before, so that'll be your gym for the day. I'm going to go ahead though and fire this saw up and just take it slow so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. One more important thing. When you start the fur, start in the middle of the back, and you're going to work your way around. I'll move the carving as I go. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm trying to help you guys out, so help me out by hitting subscribe to my channel. Also, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate your guys' support. Let's keep going. As you can see, that dime tip bar did a great job putting the fingers or the claws on the bear. And then right here it's going to also be put to use shaping the snout, doing the nostrils, and then shaping part of the mouth and those lips. I'll come back through when the bear is all done though and use a die grinder and some saber tooth bits to clean those spots up and get a little bit more of a refined look. As you guys can see, we've got the fur on half our bear. So really it's, you could start up here on the top, get half the fur on for his head and do the cheeks. Then you can come around here to the back, get near the center, and start working your way around. Make sure your saw is away before you turn the bear so you don't clip your hand. I mean, it sounds like a stupid comment to make, but crap happens. Don't cut your hand off. So just be turning it, make some cuts, move your saw, give them a turn, just keep working your way right around. Now, sometimes this is where it feels awkward and a little tricky, because now you got to come back and do that same process but the other way. So the saw feels comfortable, at least for me, working on the right side of the bear, working my way around. Now it feels less comfortable when I have to come to the left side of the bear and work my way forward. Instead of tilting the saw, I guess, in toward the handle, you're gonna have to tilt the saw out away. Basically, you're gonna be throwing wood chips into your chaps or into your stomach area for the most part. If you can get comfortable doing it, you can kind of keep the saw on edge, like way down like this, and work your way across, but you'll have to play around with that and just see what's going to work with you. This is something that takes practice. I don't feel like I've perfected this yet myself. I'm just sharing the technique that I use. You know, hopefully it'll help you guys out. So with that said, let's fire the saw back up and finish this other side. This guy's done. All I'll have to do is throw my initials in the back like I normally do. But here is the fur. This is something you'll get better at with practice. You know, just like carving in general. Practice, practice, practice. I'm gonna grab the second bear, put them up here and just go through and get them done. Probably not going to talk our way through it like we just did this one. I'm going to try to slow down though as I do the first so you guys can see it a little bit better. So here's some of our bears. This guy I did earlier. Get him out of the way. Here's the one we just watched though, and the other one we did's back here. Hopefully you guys can see the fur pattern pretty good here in the video. So a key thing is trying to think of the direction the fur would be going with the arms bent and the body and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much it though. That's it for the saw work. Like, these bears are done with the saw work. Now to clean them up, what I would do is hit them with my angle grinder a little bit with a probably 80 grit disc, and that'll knock down the hard edges and kind of round them, and it'll give the texture of this fur just a lighter feel. After that, go through and hit it with some 80 grit on my flap sander. That'll continue to take any hard edges down and really refine the carving. So I hope this video has been helpful for those of you learning. I hope it was interesting for those of you just following along. Be sure to hit subscribe. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.